Good evening, Central Indiana. Welcome to Porch Time Live from JTH Construction Studio, where tonight we're going to talk about 45. No, we're not. Because it had to cause a ruckus. I had to take my flag down when it started. I could go through the whole bunch of stuff, and these guys think I'm funny. But anyway,
half-mass.
We are live at JTH Construction Studio. Thank you so much, Joe. Contact Joe for all your construction needs. 765-913-8599. What's up, Keaton? What's up, Mike, Sherry, and Bethany? Wellsprings, Bob Goodrum, 765-346-6661. And by the way, I think I got cheated on that contest. I'll get into that later. Fathom Real Estate, Teresa Messmer, 765-341-8911. Hometown Nutrition, you can get your protein shakes, your iced coffee, boosted teas, and smoothies. 765-315-0738. Logan's Cosmos, 765-318-3388. What's up, Karen? Hello, Jeff. The Yard Barber, Andrew Payton, 765-318-4108. Wayman's Furniture Appliance Mattress, call Mark at 765-342-4339. Livewire, Tommy Walls, 765-792-4012. Stids Comfort System, call Caleb Stidd at 765-346-0195. Drink the Creek, Cedar Creek will be here before you know it, May 20th, 12 bands, 26 concerts. Cannot wait for that. With hello, Lisa. Hello, Jeff. And that's all we're going to say tonight. All right, boys. We're back. There's Jacob Babs.
Babs is here?
God.
I'm back. All right, guys. Final four. First of all, stats. What is that? Stat. Ken Palm is out next year. We know this, right? Although, I think UConn was one of the teams of the 7 or 5.
No, that one article had said there's 8 teams. UConn's the only one left. So if UConn wins, that one article is still rolling strong.
Still valid.
Let it be known, I have a text message where I sent Willie like 6 teams that I thought could win it. One of them was UConn, and he sent me back, I agree with all those except UConn.
I don't sound like that.
I agree with all of them except UConn.
I did say that.
Confirm nor deny that.
No, I confirmed it. I told these guys, I admit when I'm wrong. The stats I said were correct. Just everything that's happened behind them. Everything that happened.
I'll tell you when we're done here.
Willie played.
I am like a...
Willie played at UConn, I bet.
St. John's.
I tried out. ESPN article. It's there. I'm on the picture.
Front cover.
Front cover.
It's all right. Was the NIL stuff, is this a fallout from that, the tournament like this, where there's so much parity and you don't know who's going to get hot? What caused the upsets?
Transfer portal.
Well, and I mean, didn't that all play into the NIL? What the heck are you doing with that mustache, pal?
Yeah, and I'm beating you, Jacob.
You know, like the teams that have high transfers.
Yeah,
I kind of agree. The transfer portal kind of does, because teams that have transfers don't win the tournament. Like there's a thing. Here's my stat that I had.
So remember, folks, whatever he says
is incorrect. Don't follow it. Don't follow it. But it was just that John Rothstein guy who works for CBS said 16 of the 20 starters in the Final Four were with their programs.
Sure, you want your experienced teams.
Usually, and that doesn't mean none of them are transfers ever, but transfer in, right? Like the transfer portal now wipes out that year where there used to be a rule where you transfer, just sit out a year. So you were in the program for a year before you ever got to play. Right. Now you just transfer and play.
It's free agency.
Correct.
Right.
And I went back and looked. The last six champions, the only one I could find that transferred and played that year immediately, and they won, was last year with Remy Martin from ASU, transferred to Kansas. But everybody else on that team had been at Kansas. Then if you look at every other champion, especially your Nova champions, I mean, those guys are...
Oh, they were together forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those were 4 years.
And that's a typical old school college team. 4 years, you got your seniors. They go away, your juniors and sophomores step up, and then but they don't develop it like that anymore. Kentucky, I want to blame Calipari for that. He was the first of, hey, I'm going to draft 10 5-stars.
Yeah, how many have they won?
One and done. One.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't happen.
That's Maine University. Is everyone follow Joe's bracket? Get their
True.
Joe ended up winning the bracket. I don't want to say by default, But I mean, no one scored another point after the Elite Eight. But
Just
Joe.
jumped out. Jumped out to an early.
I was talking to Michael about this. That in the bracket challenge right now, if UConn doesn't win, Higgins has already won. Craig Higgins, by the way, he's already won. He's already won no matter what.
Shout out Craig.
But if UConn wins, he does have UConn in the championship in his bracket. He'll end with 80 points, and that is right now he's at 64. So there's a chance he wins at 64. Which to me is it's by far the lowest amount of points ever. Because the champion itself.
It's like 114 or 120 is normally a winning.
Yes, and 32 points you get for getting the champion right. We've never had a bracket challenge where somebody didn't get the champion
60,
right.
66 or whatever, Joe, 62, whatever Joe's
Well, you
at
scored
right
it funny, so.
Yeah, I just, because I was like, once the upset started, I was like, I'm not even doing this. I'm just going 1 and 2s. Yeah. So you transfer portal, you're blaming it all on that.
We think it's stupid.
They go hand in hand,
Yeah, it's stupid. The transfer portal
opened up free agency, basically.
Dusty,
I'm sorry, Jacob.
I think you know why, Jacob.
I'm not wearing a Cubs hat. I'll tell you that much.
Scrapper 10 there you go. All right.
Thug.
What's up, LeBron? He's got his hoodie on. All right. Now, is that better? All right. So, where was I going to go with this? Next year, are we going to see a repeat of this?
I don't think it's going to stop,
I think you'll start seeing higher seeds. Take it further.
Well, they're going to expand the tournament too.
I don't want them to.
Did you hear that?
The tournament's
They're
awesome.
going to expand it?
They're going to expand it. They're going to have like
more
32,
playing games, like more
32
playing
new
games,
teams,
essentially.
and they have to win that more or less
to get into the 64. Yeah. So instead of having the first 4, it's like the first 34.
Yeah.
So the Big Ten will have 10 teams.
Every conference.
And not make the Sweet 16. It'll be awesome.
Yeah. Let's talk about house loans.
Let's talk about squares. Who wants to buy some squares?
Another fallout of this. Coaches and players all going to move. FAU.
That's what Dusty May's already complaining about.
Yeah,
mid-level D1 programs coming after all the players already, and they haven't even finished their season. The transfer, it's horrible. This is why I hate Jay Billis. Am I gonna get in trouble for saying that on here? I hate Jay Billis.
He probably not watching.
We're a big pro Billis.
Yeah, probably.
He's probably not watching.
But all he's talking about is get him more money, get him more freedom. Like, I mean, it's never going to end at this point. It never ends.
The bad thing is, FAU, a team like that, they're going to probably lose 2-3 kids to mid level or D1 top of the market D1 schools, and Dusty's going to be done. But I think it's cool that he's got it. Doesn't he have Tom Abernathy's son on the bench with him, which is a tie to IU 76, Dusty, Greene County, and you have Nigel Pack from Indianapolis, and you got the one kid.
He's on Miami though, just
John L. up from.
Gary.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, just so we don't. Pack's on Miami.
Then you got the other guy for who's he playing for? FAU.
Yeah. He's from.
A lot of ties to Indiana, and that's what frustrates me. Every year in the Final Four, you look, and it's loaded with talent from the state.
But not Purdue or IU.
No.
Butler didn't make it there for a second.
What was it? Biggest upset other than the Purdue? Biggest upset go around the room, Caleb.
I mean, it wasn't Furman over Virginia. That's for sure. That was a lock. Before we go any further, we just got to address the elephant in the room. I think Willie was the most wrong any human's ever been in the first 2 rounds ever.
We had finished last in our bracket challenge, so that is just not.
I said the first 2 rounds.
He's wearing a Met shirt.
I said the first 2 rounds.
If he would have came with a Dykstra orange jersey on, I'd have been fine, but no.
No, I had a rough year, Caleb. Rough year. The only thing that makes it better is nobody else did well. I guess.
The only reason I agreed to come on here.
Even looks like he's
Rick Smith's coming back for one more season. Wow.
That's true.
These dudes are just sitting in a Xbox party right now, giggling with each other.
You agreed to come on here just so you could.
That's exactly
what
what's
we could
happening.
talk about. Furman.
Just talk about
biggest upset of the tournament.
Princeton.
Probably. I mean, if you're talking, it's depending on how you weigh it. It's still FAU. If you talk about the fact that they're still
how far
playing,
they've gone.
Probably should have lost their first game.
Right. That's what we were watching. Yeah. But single game other than it's got to be Princeton.
Thanks, Mike.
I kind of agree with that. I mean, outside of the Purdue game, which was just, I've never seen college basketball kids be more afraid between the IU kids and the Purdue kids, afraid to shoot an open jumper.
Goose is gooseness. Yeah, dude.
Sounds about right.
Crazy. So, all right, so Final Four, UConn looks like the team to beat. Is that going to happen, or is that going to completely change this
No
weekend?
comment.
I'll take the field.
Really?
Yeah. I like that, but I'm glad he said it first. Because
I mean, you're talking San Diego State or FAU from the other side of the bracket.
it's a tie.
I don't know if you
toss-up.
could put. I don't know if you could put a team together with those two to beat UConn.
San Diego State's
yeah.
like one of the best defensive teams.
UConn looks
Big
so
Mountain
far
West guy.
Everybody has a
above
bad game.
everybody,
Yeah.
though. Well, I know.
San
San Diego
game.
State can shut down anybody.
Yeah.
The
They said
problem
that-
is
they said that about Alabama too.
their offense really isn't that good.
No,
They shut down Alabama.
Miami.
San Diego
I
State
mean
did.
Houston. They said that. About
I don't know
Houston.
why everyone's counting Miami out against UConn.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Around,
Except if their center gets in foul trouble, they're done because they have.
Well,
He's 6'9".
they're forward that plays center.
Yeah,
He's like 6'8".
Good luck
6'9".
against Sunogo.
But
Sunogo's not hugely tall though, really.
He's just
He's big.
He's
but-
big.
That big guy.
they did a good job until Miller did a
Man, we have
running.
like 14 offensive
Yeah, I was
boards.
gonna say himself.
They did
Yeah.
a good job until Miller decided to shoot a running 3-pointer with them up 3 in the ball.
That we talked. That
That's
started.
I
like
heard-
Mike.
I heard nonstop. I had nonstop text messages from multiple different people about that one play.
It was like a 10-0 run after
You
that.
could
Yeah.
go up 5 or 6
It was like
points,
25-6 after that.
Yeah,
Something like
yeah,
that.
it
It was
never
a
ended.
huge run. Yeah.
and every time they hit a 3, the IU kids were like,
Yeah.
just further down.
Because they can't shoot.
No. Oh, they have. They got to
yeah.
get
Well,
it from.
I saw. I know you guys don't like this either.
What about
but
Caleb Love?
Shedrick from Virginia? They're talking. Do you guys know who
Yeah.
Shedrick?
Oh
is?
yeah.
That's he's supposed to be like a big target for IU. Which I mean, he
Nice.
defends. He defends. He's not a powerhouse
They
scorer.
got the big
or anything,
kid
but-
from.
Nice. He's decent.
They got the big kid from Ball State.
I know a guy.
We know. Yeah. And I know where you're going with that too.
They need some shooters though. Gabe Cups and the other kid coming in, they can play and they can shoot, but they're freshmen.
But
Yeah.
also coming back from what we were talking about with the transfer portal. You don't win with transfer portal players like in
No.
the first year, so it's not. I don't have high hopes for IU next year. Kind of looking at all. I think they're in trouble.
One other thing I want to hit on is the coach from Penn State going to Notre Dame. I think that's a good move for Notre Dame.
Snodsberry?
Sucks for Penn State
Snodsberry?
because they'll be back down in the. There's two wins for us. You would hope. You would think.
Maybe not next year.
Did
Not
they
for
lose?
Indy.
Did they lose much though?
I'm talking about Indiana's losing.
Oh yeah, no. I'd be surprised they win 15 games next year with what they have now. Geronimo's gone. Bates is gone.
That's
Trace
a-
is gone.
that's a-
Gone.
Is
Uh,
Shafino gone?
Cop's gone.
That's what they're saying. Holcomb's gone.
Which
Cobb-
I don't
Cobb's
think
gone. Race is gone.
all those the only people that matter like if Hood-Schifino and I don't see Trace has got another year of eligibility left because
He does.
COVID years.
Could you imagine that?
That's to me the only
sure
positive
that's
out of
what
NIL.
he's
Yeah, the only positive out of NIL, if you want to say that, is you can pull these guys like a Drew Timmy. Like I could see even Drew Timmy coming back to Gonzaga. It's like these guys, huh?
They looked-
yeah,
They
or that,
looked completely horrible.
which is weird because they weren't that bad.
They looked completely out of like they had never played basketball before. I don't know if UConn did it to them or they just
We live bet him at half.
And it was brutal.
did. You really?
Yeah, we all did.
Bad
Who'd
deal.
we live bet?
French Lick.
Zags.
Oh God. Yep. I put 175 on him live bet halftime.
Just wait till baseball season. Goose bracket unstoppable. There we go.
So the NIL can pull these players that are like probably like lower level pros that can kind of
Second
sit on the
rounders.
bench, You're right? But they might stay in college because they still can make money
Yeah.
and still be the guy.
Well, Shafino was predicted ahead of Edie and Trace,
Hey, which I don't think Hood-Schifino's really that good, not NBA wise, but
but he's
He'll be a
6'7".
better pro
Yeah,
than
he's gonna be a better pro. Trace
guess.
can't shoot outside of
I
5.
guess.
Trace can't shoot out.
So was
5
Romeo
feet.
Langford, right? Romeo Langford's supposed to be really good. Carson Edwards is going to be. I mean, none of those guys have made it.
OG is decent.
Yeah,
No.
but it's because he plays defense.
Yeah.
Half state. All right, so Caleb, your prediction to win the Final Four?
Put me on the spot. I'm gonna go Miami. Taking Miami.
Are we doing the games or are we doing champion?
All right, we'll go each game of the champion. Miami, UConn. You're going Miami.
Miami versus over SDSU.
San Diego State. All right, Willie. I mean, we're going to do completely
Okay.
opposite of what you say. So,
I like Miami too, though. So that's what I.
who you got him facing?
I just want to say FAU just because I'm rooting for them.
Nice.
Right.
I was going UConn and San Diego State anyways, but that just assured
Sure.
for me.
So right now, everybody, empty your accounts.
Put my house on the line.
SDSU.
Savior, don't get me started on that topic. Don't get me started.
So who you
But
got,
now,
Joe?
I don't know how I have
I
winning
got
it though. But
I got UConn and San Diego State.
Who you got winning? UConn.
UConn.
Levy.
I'll take San Diego State over Miami.
Ooh, I got UConn beating FAU.
to make everybody different, I'll take FAU winning it over Miami because then everybody has something different.
Did we? Did
got
anybody?
Miami.
There's 5 of us.
I got
three?
UConn. He's got UConn.
He's got, but you don't have the same final game.
Mhm.
Think what you think.
Okay.
Not based off what.
Yeah.
I don't have. Is my nose bleeding?
Just snot.
Not. All right. Good call.
You got any mask?
Yeah. All right, boys. One other thing started today that we want to talk about. Opening day, baseball.
I don't want to talk about baseball.
162 games.
He's just upset because the Phillies pulled a Phillies move already on day one.
Ooh.
Their pitching staff completely fell apart after the fourth inning. How do you give up 9 runs in 1 inning?
I do feel bad for you.
You just
for
do.
that.
But did the Mets pull a Mets move by putting their best pitcher on the IL already?
We've
Who's
already
on the
And
IL?
they're
Verlander.
Verlander.
And Diaz is out for the season.
Well, hey, I mean, 1A, 1B.
Yeah, 1A,
What do you want me to
They
say?
still got 1A.
The
Or
bad
1B,
thing
you
is
don't
in
know.
that division, the Braves look solid today.
So do the Mets. I mean,
Yeah.
if we're gonna.
But if you're
Hide
losing
that guy, man.
starters, now let's just go Mets.
Yeah,
Thanks. Appreciate it.
You got to get you an orange Dykstra jersey.
Dykstra is a Philly.
He won his World Series with the Mets.
I don't give a frick.
Man, I thought I was going to have to hit the mute button. Follow him on Twitter. He's hilarious.
No, this
He
that
is
is, he's a madman.
Yes, he is.
Back in the day,
He is.
I was a follow on Twitter. I was. but-
I like when he'll post about it every now and then. Like,
culture days.
he's like, hey, it's been
I
285
cleansed
days since the U.S. Marshals have visited me. He posts stuff like that. I'm like,
I
oh.
cleansed everything.
Yeah, he's
He
hilarious.
did a juice cleanse.
I
of
did
his
it.
Twitter.
So
I did that in Facebook.
So, Joe, what's
Cleansed
your
it
hope?
all.
Do 3-game series of where at, Nyla?
Who's they playing?
She's a Mets fan.
Is she really? I
Phillies
guess.
probably going if it's
I mean-
in Cincy.
No, we're actually planning on going to St. Louis. We are planning on going to the game.
Nicest people you'll meet in St. Louis.
St. Louis and
Scumbags.
Seriously, the
Can't cheer for
I
the
was
Cardinals.
game 2 of the wild card round,
St. Louis in August.
and they were the nicest people. The Phillies just eliminated them,
They're phonies.
and they were just like, "Congrats,
Was-
man!
Mm.
Good luck."
We usually go to those Nyla, so we would have ran into each other, but it's too early this year, so we're gonna go.
Normally in August,
Married,
Cincinnati
right?
tickets are cheap.
Last year we sat. Oh yeah, we had really good seats. Like my kids got Lindor's autograph last year. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
All
that's
three of them.
pretty neat.
Yeah,
12s?
they got 12's autograph.
You know the story about Lincoln and Schwarber.
Yeah.
Lincoln yelled, "Kyle!" to Schwarber, and he turned and goes,
Yeah.
"Lincoln,
What did you yell at Shane McDermott?
Shame.
Yeah.
come on."
Sounds
Hey,
pretty
I can
There's
similar.
a pubescent period.
I can root for the Phillies with Schwarbs. I like Schwarbs. I like Nick Castellanos.
It's a pubescent period.
Plus,
My
they have
voice
Trey.
cracked. He's my idol at that point in
Like
time.
Trey.
Big deal.
Trey's a solid player. And when Harper comes back,
Yeah.
that's going to be a tough line.
A lot. I read
We had a
like the
fancy
predictions.
baseball draft last
Did you?
A lot of people have like the Phillies. Like Phillies, the Wild kind of doing the same thing last year.
Right.
Because
the
they're not
Braves are
going
going to win the division.
because they're not going to be very healthy.
year.
Yeah.
Marathon.
It really is. And that's we're leading the division. I talked some about this.
Didn't you
with
go
Michael.
15-2 to start the season last year?
Well, we led the division for like it was.
Game 3, though, he said it season was over.
I did. And hey,
Not game 3 of the playoffs.
Game 3 of 162.
it was over a lot quicker than it should have been. The Mets led for like it was like there was like 130
They were-
games or
that
something
one
like that.
dude on the
It was
news
something stupid like that,
Was like, "It's over.
Yeah.
Mets got it."
which they should have.
And then,
Nothing's worse though than what year was this?
and then the
Like,
2000.
do you know where I'm going with this? Where they had
7.
there was 17 games left in the season, and the Mets had a 7-game lead in the division.
You're talking about a Cubs fan here that
Phillies
was,
came
was
back.
2-69 when they were up 9 on the Mets
Nice.
and lost it.
I'm just saying that.
7 games.
You know Joe. I had to deal with Joe because the Phillies made up 7 games in 17 games.
Right. The Phillies got hot.
Well, they played the Mets, I think,
I
like
heard Phillies fans are hot, too.
Last year, my kids went to the 4th of July to watch the Mets and Reds. Daughter's a huge Mets fan. Kansas is going to be really good. Embiid's coming back to school. That'd be interesting. Baseball's a long season. We won't stay with it, but it's nice to have it back.
I agree.
As we speak, those West Coast games are kicking off, and it's fun to.
Otani's pitching.
Is he? Oh,
What?
the Otani and
Is
Trout.
he? He's batting first too. Dude's a monster.
Dude, that team though, you gotta get rid of one of them.
What?
Pick up. They're not going to win the division.
Doesn't matter about winning the division. Mountain's getting in.
Man, you just gotta get in.
I
Get
don't
into the
even know if
dance.
they can get in.
They can.
Yeah.
I hope.
get
I
in.
hope for Trout and Otani they do, especially for
Otani's
Trout. Trout's-
Otani, yeah, they don't.
Trout's years are starting to dwindle down.
Otani's gonna just. I feel bad for the team that signs him just because. Damn, it's gonna be a lot of money.
Yeah,
Over 5.
Yankees is.
Colin will throw money at him.
Yeah,
Cohen will throw money at him. Everybody's gonna throw money on him, like the Pirates, the A's.
Yeah, but Cohen will throw more.
Yeah, he will.
I think
and they don't
I
break
think
his
the
freaking neck
Yankees
or something.
I think the Yankees would pay him the most.
I think he might.
But what sucks is, as Joe just joked, he'd show up and then have a career-ending injury within 2 weeks. So,
Rare need.
Tommy John on both
My God,
elbows.
he's dead.
Is that true, Joe?
Joe's secretly a Cubs fan.
In what world?
He's changed him.
All right, let's switch gears. Baseball's a long season. We can hit on it as we go forward. Football, Colts draft. Are they going to trade down? Are they taking?
Eagles.
Do we care about the NFL?
Commanders.
Redskins.
NFL
Yeah, we
said.
care about the NFL.
Or no, brothers. do we care about the Colts at all?
I mean, yeah.
We don't.
I mean, I don't hate the Colts, but they're not my
Yeah.
team. So,
Right.
I
What are
don't
they
care
gonna
what
do?
The Colts are kind of in a bad spot because 2 teams ahead of them are for sure picking quarterbacks.
Right.
They don't have to make a choice then. They just get what's left.
Yeah, but Arizona would be foolish not to at least look at trading that 3rd pick. So they're probably going to end up, unless they trade up for the 3rd, in which case they would have to pay whatever person behind them is paying them. It's not like they're trading up for 1. They have to top whatever offer they're getting, and then they get the 3rd best option, or they're stuck with the 4th. So feels like it's got Will Levis, whatever written all over it.
But
Yeah,
here's my thing. Is he better than Jackson? No. Is he better than Hooker
Now
if you
he's
trade
not.
down?
Well, is that you can say I mean, Jackson's
Bro,
proof.
let's not even talk about Hooker.
But that's one of the rumors.
If that
is trading
happens,
back.
if that happens, yikes.
Here's the only reason that I think Levis is the pick is that he's been working with Peyton Manning on reading defenses. And I think that was his main issue is he cannot read defenses. And they said that he has spent hours with Peyton Manning in the last few weeks reading defenses.
There's a lot of number 1 picks that don't turn out to be.
Right.
I
One
just-
guy used to be able to throw from his butt 80 yards, remember that?
Yeah.
And then he couldn't throw from here to that wall when he got to the Raiders.
So.
The dude from LSU.
Now that dude couldn't read.
defenses.
But Lamar's not coming to the Colts.
No, they'd have to give up too much for him, and Ursay don't want to play that money game with him.
No, Ursay's already said he doesn't want quarterbacks with guaranteed money.
Right.
Sounds
The
like
owners
nobody
are
wants to
taking
play
a
that
stand.
money game with them.
Owners are like taking a stand, and Ursay said the silent part that no one's saying out loud that, hey, we're not paying guaranteed money.
Right.
It's
So-
the Deshaun factor. Deshaun
Yeah.
Watson ruined everything. Well, the Browns
The
ruined
Haslam's.
everything.
The Browns are good at that.
Yeah, they Brownsed.
The Falcons were willing to give up all that and more for.
They said durability with the owners.
That's my
said.
thing. Is the kid is
That's his ACL.
the kid is tough. He was tough at Louisville, and he was good in the NFL. But
He's won a lot.
and he's one injury, one hit away from
Yeah.
being done for the year.
for being RG3.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Nice.
worked that in there, didn't he?
Shanahan.
What are the Commanders going to do? That's a better question.
Suck. Like,
Oh,
they always do.
Suck,
I
but-
know
They will.
they'll hang around, miss the playoffs by a
I
game.
mean, Sam Howell.
But I mean that
Is the
division, you
quarterback?
have the Eagles are by favor have to be the favorite again. The Giants have to be the up and coming. The Cowboys are on the decline. I would think.
and I think we're
No,
going
the
to
Cowboys are still going to be good.
Well, our division
They may
was
be better
we had the best
without
division
Ezekiel.
last
Yeah.
year in football, though.
Ezekiel's addition by subtraction.
Yeah,
That's
I agree with that.
That's how all those IU players were too. We were talking about earlier. The only
I
ones
don't know about that. I mean, Zeke still is.
He was slow.
I mean, as long as you don't make him
the guy.
the guy and you put Tony as the guy and you make Zeke.
If it's more touches for Pollard,
but then his
Yeah.
ego
It's a better
doesn't
thing.
allow that.
well,
I
Jerry
mean-
Jones doesn't allow that because he's paying Zeke too much money to not use him.
They did say the other day that they're willing to bring Zeke back.
for lesser money.
Well, obviously, silly man.
That's the whole key with the Eagles there.
Mm-hmm.
Is Saquon going to still be with the Eagles or Giants?
Yeah, they franchise
They
tagged him.
tagged him.
They did tag him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we got to talk about my former team. One more pro team here, the Bears. How good are they going to be?
Not
Did they
very.
fix anything? I don't know I don't know about this receiver they got from.
DJ Moore?
Yeah, is he
He's
stud?
good. He's good.
But Chase Claypool scares me because after he left Notre Dame, I've lost tons on the play he did at Pittsburgh. Short on the first, yeah. That you can't do that.
He was Claypool was good for his rookie year. He was a monster. And then they said, let's let him run jet sweeps.
Yeah,
And then
but I
not
mean,
throw
the
it to
Bears
him.
needed offensive line help, not
made some
as
good
much
moves.
receiver
They have.
helps. Go Vikings.
The only thing that matters for the Bears
Kirk.
is making
Something
Justin
like-
Fields a pocket passer. Because he keeps doing the running around, all that, he's going to get hurt. And he's going to get hurt. And he's going to get hurt.
He's a good runner, though.
That's the thing. So
He's
was
a
Lamar.
big kid.
So was Lamar.
But he's 100 pounds heavier than Lamar.
He's a big boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you keep taking licks. He's not
No, you
Josh
can't-
Allen,
yeah, no,
who's
you
superhuman, but
But
you know,
the passing out.
when he figures the passing out, the league's in trouble.
I just feel like we talk about. You guys hate that guy from Kentucky, the Colts guy.
I don't hate him. I
I
just
got
don't
Josh
think
Allen if he can figure it out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like Josh Allen wasn't a great college quarterback.
Dude was like 57%.
Except, like he
completion
played at
percentage.
Wyoming. Like he didn't play anybody.
Yeah.
So but I mean he's phenomenal now.
So we're working towards my big question tonight. Is your guy the quarterback whisperer? Phil Scott.
Steichen?
Mhm. Rivers, Allen, who's the guy? Herbert.
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 I don't know about a
Jalen
quarterback
Hurts.
whisperer. I mean, it's just different situations.
He's
But-
coached all sorts of different quarterbacks and upped their game at every level.
Yeah,
Play to his strengths.
I'm not disagreeing with you on anything of that nature, but
So can he take a guy who has a cannon for an arm and is a big kid, but
I'm sure
doesn't
the
know
same
the
thing with
difference
Herbert.
between a Tampa 2 and a cover 3?
Same thing with
Anthony
Herbert. People
Richardson.
hated the Herbert pick. People absolutely crapped on that Herbert pick when he first came, but they're like, why'd they take him 6th? They didn't think he was that good then.
I like him. I
And-
probably like him more than the rest.
And
of
they were
them.
just like, look at his arm, yada, yada, yada. And he turned out to be freaking good. So, it just depends. Booby Miles. He can't spin. It just depends on... It's no joke when people are like, oh, shoot, he got drafted by the Lions. Not anymore. The Lions are actually decent. But it's like, you just know the dude's going there to die.
Right.
The Commanders. You know he's going there to
The
die.
New York Mets.
Or like the Browns. You have a quarterback get drafted
LA
to the Browns,
Clippers.
you're like, oh, he's going to die there. So that's true. Those things are legitimate. But it just depends on where these guys go.
And the fit. and the whole
I would
deal.
rather have.
What about the quarterback from
Bryce
Florida?
Young. You see what he did today?
Bryce Young, huh?
Flick of his wrist. Anthony Richardson, you didn't see?
Hit the
Just-
top of the ceiling.
Flick of his wrist, 70 yards down the field.
Anthony Richardson did.
AR-15.
AR-15.
Coolest nickname ever.
AK-47 I thought was the coolest one ever before the
Wow.
AR-15.
Well, AR-15 is more relevant.
Probably shouldn't be talking about that stuff right now, but anyway. Would the Colts draft him? Would the Colts draft him over?
It's just what
I mean, if
it's
he's
what
there.
these dudes who aren't armchair GMs think is best.
I don't know. I honestly,
We need to bring back Gregson.
You cheer for the Colts?
I use the RPK.
I watched maybe 2 quarters last year. I'd like to see him do well. Ursay has helped out this podcast several times. He has got involved in some things that we done. We did the scoreboard for League of Miracles.
Mm-hmm.
He donated $15,000 of his own money, helmets, tickets, things like that.
Now.
Do they? They got
They
lights.
need lights.
Oh, you guys are involved in that big time. What's up, Steven? All the way from Texas. Thank you, sir.
Ooh,
So yeah,
Mike, are you a Vikings fan? Because 38-7.
he's a Minnesota fan. He
Ooh,
born in-
38-7.
Born in Minnesota. So yeah, I would like to see the Colts do well, but I think that he has to become more hands off and let the GMs. And I'm not a Ballard fan, but
Shouldn't
He did. He did play for them, and he threw Favre threw a ridiculous interception in that championship game against the Saints, didn't he? He farved it.
Mm-hmm.
He farved it.
But he was a gunslinger though.
Doesn't he throw the most interceptions ever?
Yeah.
That throw that he
Close
threw
to it,
against the Niners
Was to Greg Lewis.
That was one of the greatest throws ever, and he got completely smoked as he got the
Dude
ball
didn't
back.
care.
Uh-uh.
Dude did not care. Had some
He's in some hot water now.
All right, shifting gears again. We'll get off. We'll get off the NFL. That's a long draft's about a month away, 2 months away.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have a show.
April.
It's in April,
the end of
so-
April.
Well, this
Yeah,
is the
so
end, this is
yeah,
end of
a
March.
month.
Yeah.
Month.
So what starts next weekend, Willie?
Masters.
There we go, baby.
You think this dude doesn't care about the
You don't play
Masters?
golf? You
No.
guys got to bet on it?
It's a gentleman's game.
I'm done betting.
It's not gentleman.
Okay, you're gonna play some.
I'm not.
US dollars going down. This guy's done that.
You guys are gonna bet on it.
I'm not betting. I'm out the betting game.
Who you got?
Joe's investing in gold.
We're not with the gold standard
Right,
anymore.
better bet some yen.
Why wouldn't you take Shepard?
Scotty, yeah, you gotta take. You gotta take.
I
Scotty.
get that, but does Tiger have one more major?
No.
God.
No.
I
think he
wish.
Might eventually.
No.
He played pretty good golf in that last.
I think
He's
his,
just
I think
old,
his
man.
kid could have beaten him in the last.
The only thing
When
Tiger's
is that
taking is
kid gonna hit
Percocets.
Tiger
That's
looks
the
like
only
he's
thing
in
Tiger's
pain.
taking.
as
Right,
he's
that's
walking
what I'm
up and
saying.
down
He's
the
just
court.
he's done.
How long? That stash. There you go. How long before Charlie's on the tour?
Probably not very long.
He's got a long. You got to do a lot of.
How old
crap
is
to
he?
get-
How old's that kid now?
I think he's teens, right?
Yeah, 15.
So I mean, I don't think
but
very
I think
long.
you got to win the amateur, and then you
Yeah.
got to go through all this other.
I know,
crap.
but
Yeah, regular people do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Charlie's just gonna show up at Augusta and be like, "Come on, Charlie,
Yeah,
come on."
yeah. You're
Bronny
good.
James,
Regular
call
people.
for him to get-
Yeah.
Oh,
Is he actually?
straight out of high
He
school?
just said that he's better than.
Watching League Pass, he's better than a bunch of these dudes out here.
Oh
That's
my
what I'm saying.
You're
god.
the face of the league.
Own leg.
Yeah.
That had
Yeah.
apparently the women's college game had higher ratings than NBA.
Yes, Iowa and who did they play? Louisville.
So if I were the NBA, I wouldn't say a bunch of stupid stuff like that anyway, because the NBA
I
seems
kind
to.
of believe it. 'Cause
No, I do too. I haven't watched. I'll tell you right now, I haven't watched an NBA game all year.
Nope.
I haven't watched one.
I haven't watched it in about 7 years. Joel and I got invited to Augusta
I'll
from
take
Banks.
Joel at the Masters.
I've seen Joel work.
How many hours would it take before they got removed from the course?
Over under.
Over.
I mean, how many hours?
How low can we go?
You know?
You need to go to the
into
waste
it.
management on the, was it the
that looks fun.
where they're
Yeah.
literally throwing beer cans at them.
What hole is that?
Wait,
the
what?
16th or
Waste management. Have
17th?
you ever seen the highlights of that?
They're
I think
throwing
it's a
beer
7
cans.
Oh yeah,
At
Google
who?
At the
waste
golfers?
management. Yeah, it's at a hole,
Why?
and it's a whole.
That's
big-
allowed.
Oh yeah, they go nuts at this hole. There's a whole suite.
We need to get Joel on here. I think is really what needs to happen.
He's out of state.
Let's freaking zoom in.
zoom him in.
We just
Zoom
zoom him
everybody
in.
Because of personal belief. I will not.
Yeah, there's a whole suite section, the length of the hole, Joe. And the minute they tee off, they're drinking beer and throwing cans and everything, and it's a mess.
It's pretty
Like
awesome.
They let them have it there.
Mhm.
Well, I was
Then-
hoping you knew a little bit about golf, but no.
Give me
I'm not-
Scheffler.
I saw this question on a show. I asked Levi too. If you started every hole 100 yards away for the next 10 years, how many majors do you think you could win? Like par 5,
0.
par 3.
I'm 100 yards away.
You
So
start
you're going
100
against the pros?
Yeah.
0.
So you're playing in the majors, but you start every
Zero.
hole 100 yards away.
Zero.
Dude, it'll take me 3 to get onto the green.
Yeah.
You have 10 years to get back.
For 100
I don't
yards?
want to invest the time.
Ask Willie. There's
That
Jim.
weighs him.
You got the money.
I don't think I'd make the cut, but-
This is then we're gonna start talking about hitting a baseball and scoring a soccer goal.
Yeah.
None of it's possible for.
What do you think?
I should have brought this. I should have brought this up.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is he comparing scoring a soccer goal to hitting a
No.
fastball?
No, here we go. Here we go.
It's more possible for just that.
Neither. It's a null and void. This is because of the way my head. Like it doesn't matter the argument because both of them are 0%. You
If
can't
it's
do
really
either.
worked up, let's run with
Yes.
it.
All right.
So here was the question I posed
I'm going
one
to play
day.
devil's advocate. Either way, we go on this.
I posed this question one day in the group chat. What do you think is like more possible to do as an average person? Say Willie, right? Hit a home run. Joe, remember the one time Okay, I thought
Anyway,
I saw.
I know. Yeah. Anyway,
That did happen though. They were legitimately. It was a great shot.
I'm glad they got wrecked.
So yeah, what do you think you can do as an average person? Score a goal in a soccer game,
Oh, in a
but
high-level professional soccer
like,
game.
like say you're in the MLS. Let's just say MLS.
I was like, you wouldn't be able to do it in the MLS, but if you
So,
take
but I'm
foreign
just
league,
taking because we're talking about baseball. So MLS, right? And then you're score a goal during a game, or
get a hit, or was it a
or a home run
Home run.
in a baseball game.
Oh,
Professional.
soccer would be easier.
But to me, this is why it's stupid. It's a 0% chance for either, though, so it doesn't matter. It's a
I would
stupid
say it's
argument.
not a 0% chance on the soccer goal.
You see soccer games where they kick it back to a goalie and the goalie messes up.
You didn't score that goal though, Newman.
I know.
It counts. It goes to me.
No, I know. It's rolling.
It's a stupid argument. That's
All right,
like,
let me ask you this.
That's like saying
on a professional field.
yeah, you can. You can close your eyes and hope you hit it. I mean, it's the same idea.
All right,
Same idea.
let me ask you this.
You can't accidentally score a soccer goal.
We got it, ladies and gentlemen. We got
Oh, it's just so stupid.
Stats. Listen, let me ask you this. You could
I
pick,
just gave you stats. 0%.
you could pick a professional
Real
pitcher
stat.
I understand that.
on the mound, no defense. He's going to throw to you as many as it takes for you to hit a home run.
So, and this
Would
is
you ever hit a home run?
we got into a talk like this where I said, okay, so you could set up 30 yards away. Like that's like saying set up 25 yards away with a soccer ball, no defense,
Exactly.
and a goalie,
Yeah.
and you would never score. You never score. I promise. Same
But
idea.
the percentage is much higher than hitting a home run.
But is this guy just throwing the same fastball?
No, he's going to pitch to you.
But I'm saying, is he trying to? Is he
He's trying to get you out.
Pitching you some stuff.
Okay,
Just
then
like the
I'm not gonna
goalie's
hit it.
trying to block.
Yeah,
not
I'm
a
not
chance.
gonna hit it. Yeah,
Even
there's
if
not a
you're
chance you're gonna score either. There's not a chance. So 0 equals 0. Like,
He's
zero.
got a fan club.
That's my.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
related.
with
Yeah. 0 equals 0. 0 equals 0.
I don't buy it. There's
No.
You're saying there's
This is the mathematical heads. Well, there's another word for it that I can't say for myself. There's
say not even a 5% chance.
no. There's a 0%
Goalie
chance.
could slide
This say was nerd.
You guys couldn't kick the ball where you wanted to.
You don't know me, dude.
I played
You
soccer.
don't know me.
Hey, Larry
seen me
Newman
kick
taught
a
me
ball.
soccer in 8th grade.
I'm
baby.
just.
How do you explain when a guy just kicks it back to a goalie, rolling this fast?
He just doesn't get it. Is
And
the
the goalie
thing.
misses it. and it
That's
goes in.
not the
'Cause it
same.
happens.
What you're saying
But
though.
it happens.
Dork.
Nobody is accident. Like nobody accidentally scores a goal.
All right, hang on. Let me back it up and show you why the percentages are different. You
All the
could
time.
you could have a BP pitcher pitch to you, and you're still not going to hit a home run. So you could put a.
You don't think I could hit a ball 300 feet down the line?
No.
No.
You know, I did it in high
More
school.
likely with a guy throwing.
Hike school's a long way off from.
I
doing
understand that, but I'm saying
But if you take a secondary goalie, then I'm scoring a goal.
You're not.
I'm kicking a goal.
Well,
If
Kevin,
you put me in the goal,
you're
Kevin.
not.
Kevin, I
I'm
promise
kicking a
you.
goal.
I promise you put me in the goal. None of you guys are scoring.
We're,
ever.
whoa, wait a minute.
Now you done messed up.
We can take our cameras out on the field.
That's fine.
Now you messed up because I'm heading one in, Willie.
Hey,
I'm gonna get a crosser and putting it in.
Well, that's not. See, that's not what we're. I'm saying like we're saying like you wouldn't touch the soccer ball ever if you were on a like. So if we're saying in a real game, that's the other thing too. If we're talking about you're
I'm
just
getting
taking
a red card first minute out because I'm smoking somebody.
if you're taking just shot
Knee
like
shot.
Like a swisher.
when you say scoring a
He's
goal,
not catching anyone.
when you say
They gotta come to me.
Penny, you did not win.
He didn't win.
If you're talking, are we talking scoring a goal and hitting a home run in basketball or in real game situations? Like, are we just saying
No,
one on one?
No, I said
basketball, dude. I'm.
No, I didn't mean to say
Someone's
basketball.
down.
I'm saying this argument when you're saying scoring a goal against, like, if you're talking about inserting yourself in a professional soccer game, you never ever touch the soccer ball. Just like I'd never ever touch a pitch. Like you never touch a soccer ball.
Jeez.
We should move on. It's
No, we should stay right here.
He's standing right
I'm
there.
thinking that we need to set something up where you guys kick towards him as a goalie.
Yeah.
Well,
We can make that happen.
From how many? If we get 10 shots,
Mhm.
10 are going in.
At least one.
Wow. They're calling you out.
well, no, soccer just gets disrespected. That's all it is.
I mean,
I
all
just
right.
see some of these goals that get scored.
I'm going to take it to a new level. Everyone's brackets suck.
But
There's no excuse for that.
it's not a
Yeah,
comparison
but the
though.
player's not doing anything that I can't do when they kick it back to a goal and he misses it. And it goes
You can't do that
Joe-
because you wouldn't have the ball at
Joe,
your foot because you would never get it.
Joe,
What
tougher
if
to
I
do.
did?
But you wouldn't. But that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't. That's like saying if I had $1 million, well, I don't. So it doesn't matter what I do with the $1 million. I don't have it, Kevin.
Joe, tougher to do score a goal in soccer or score a point in curling.
Curling.
I don't know how you score a point in curling.
Is that
to be
the-
honest.
You get it. It's like shuffleboard. You get it
Shoot,
closer.
like
You
with
gotta
the-
get it closer.
Do
to the
they
middle.
have to wear ice skates?
I'm gonna say it's tougher to score in curling.
Yeah, same here.
I'd say I agree with that.
I couldn't be on my
I don't
own
know
2
how you
feet
score in
long enough.
curling, but
Wendy's a big fan.
I think
It's just a
no,
relation.
Oh, really?
Biased.
I was trying to get him to go there, but no.
curling, you can basically throw anything at me, and it's going to be more difficult than soccer.
That's what I'm talking about. Like people are stupid.
Putting a rocket on Mars.
Hey,
scoring a goal.
this is America football. We hit each other.
There's a reason kids start playing it at 3 years
Right,
old.
exactly.
'Cause
Well,
it's
soccer
easy.
players act like they hit each other.
I can run
Yeah.
fast, and I can kick
Yeah.
this ball.
There's flopping in the NBA, but in soccer,
It's more dramatic. It's more dramatic. It happens more often in
I will
basketball.
say,
Dude
though,
runs
that,
up
like,
and goes,
That's true.
I always say that. That's the one thing I hate about soccer is the drama behind the flopping.
but I will say, though, a lot of times,
they lay there.
it doesn't look
That's
like
what
it,
I'm
but
saying.
they get
That's what I'm
cleated, and that
Yeah.
It hurts though.
that cleated hurts.
I'll cleat you. Let's see
cleats
what
to the
happens.
shins have to hurt.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
What's up,
Or
Penny?
like when they step on your foot with just a cleat
Cleat.
right through your freaking toe.
With the 180-pound guy stomping on your foot,
Yeah.
like it doesn't feel good.
I mean, yeah.
I want to see this soccer kick thing.
I don't want to do it. I just
I'll have
it's-
Lincoln shoot for me.
Let's get the turf out there.
Lincoln,
they're working on a side note. Shouts out to the community for that. They're the school district. Like they're getting us.
I saw that.
They've already started the turf for soccer. It's gonna be awesome.
just wait till the U.S. dollar plummets. No
Congrats on
one's
that.
paying for me.
The soccer team.
Yep, it'll be a big deal. It'll be awesome. The whole they're doing baseball, softball, and all that stuff too. So
Faster?
always, that's how that works.
Get turf
God, you're
faster.
such an... What a dumb question.
Ball has less friction. The ball rolls.
I'm
It's
just
I could
faster.
score on turf.
Probably.
Fast, so.
Probably.
I'm quicker on turf. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Penny.
There goes my argument, Kevin. It doesn't matter what you're running on, you're not quicker. So it's like it's the same idea. They're both 0%. They're both
There's not many
0%.
things Kevin's quicker than.
Not at this age, no. Not at 55.
Not at 15.
Why didn't someone else get a women's NCAA bracket?
Oh, God, we're going there, huh?
Go Tech, right? Go Virginia Tech.
Who's left in the women's Final Four?
Virginia Tech
Tiana.
plays
Iowa.
LSU.
That's the
and then
Martinsville.
Iowa plays.
Virginia VT.
They've got
She went from
Caitlin
Purdue to
Curry
Virginia Tech.
on
How are
Iowa.
they doing?
Caitlin Clark.
Virginia Tech in the Final Four?
Caitlin
No, she
Curry.
get running? Did she run?
She shoots from everywhere in the court.
Runs on Virginia Tech.
Hey, Louisville
That's
had some talent. That
What kind of talent we talking?
they had some talent. The little blonde-headed girl. I was thoroughly impressed.
I'm not going to the 3-1 shift.
What
You'll
about Miami?
yeah,
Twin.
Don't play.
Twin.
definitely not going
Miami
to
has some
3-1.
Twins. Basil. Twins.
But the
You'll
Vaughn,
never see me again.
Lilith, whatever her name, yeah, she was.
Cavender.
I see those twins on TikTok.
Cavender.
I
Cavender. I don't know how you say it.
Cadaver Quit twins, whatever they are. The girl from Louisville, I think, is prettier than both of them, though.
What's her name? Vander? Is that the?
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
sure. Right. I've
I just see her on TikTok. That's where I get my WNBA news.
I'm angry about you guys
My
with
early
this
women's
soccer
tournament.
stuff. I'm checked out.
We got him, boys. We got him.
Actually, I'm gonna have a soccer net back here.
We got him.
I'm out. I'm done.
Huh?
You didn't have that on the schedule.
No, I wasn't ready.
It's just hook, line, sinker with this guy.
The way I work, I'm very calculated and very scheduled. And when things go awry, I can't function. So there's a word for that. What's the word for that we can't say?
Soccer.
No,
Soccer player. That's what.
Hey, that's it.
I'll say it.
No, what's harder to do? Drive a golf ball straight or hit a fastball?
Oh, I can't answer. That's Lincoln trying to call me.
That's tough. I don't know. It's
What did you say?
Drive a golf
I
ball
can't drive
straight
it. I can't
or
drive
hit a
it.
fastball. A major league fastball.
Hit it? Oh.
Hit it though. Like
Which is
I'm
easier?
not
I
talking
don't know,
foul.
dude. Because like,
You got how many seconds from
How
the
far
time
do
the
I
pitcher
have to
releases-
hit it straight?
You know, well, you tap 3 feet.
I don't know. I've hit straight golf balls, and I'm terrible.
I'm terrible at golf, and I can hit a straight drive.
But I'm just saying.
I cannot
I
hit
mean,
it.
that's the comparison for pro athletes. They say that it's the two.
Why am I, guys? Pick
Like,
on Willie.
Are we? You guys already do. This is baloney. Are we talking about just making like? I don't realize. I just feel like more people can hit a fastball if like you're saying I'm going to throw you a fastball. Like event, like, and you're just gonna do it over and over again. You can hit that.
So you're saying if Verlander? Well, we can't use him. Let's say if
I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying it's not like it's like it's equally as easy as scoring a goal then because I think they're both really.
What's the time it takes? You have to be moving from the time it leaves his hand on a fastball.
Probably like
immediately.
0.5 seconds. Hold your own, Willie.
I will.
He's doing well. We're just grilling him. We're grilling him after last
I've
show.
been doing this for 15 years with these guys. Like I get it.
Sometimes you just like forget. We're just.
That is true, but
he wears it on his sleeve. He does. he wears it on his sleeve. I have to text him sometimes and just be like, "Man, give it back to us."
So I do, and then you're like, "Hey, I'm just kidding with you."
I'm not gonna text Mike. I'm not gonna text him. I think
Oh
Well,
yeah,
it was.
it hurts my feelings. He had to do taxes. I don't think you understand how important that is.
It's today, Junior.
What's a
Joe.
wordy word?
Swear words.
I mean, you, Wendy, if you want.
We're good at
What do you want to
those.
hear, Wendy? No. I've got words you've never heard before, so.
Me too, Babs.
Babs' wife is his twin.
Is Miami out though? Did they get beat?
They did. They
Yeah.
lost to LSU.
That's baloney, dude.
And those gals got in trouble with NIL deals too, didn't they?
I don't want to. I told him, I go, you use the same logic. You should pay high school athletes.
That's true.
So I hate
You
NIL.
see how much LeBron's son?
Like 7 million.
7 million.
Is this in college?
Ridiculously
From
stupid.
where though?
Wherever he wants.
Where's he
Indiana,
going?
He's going to IU.
But there's just so much money there, and I saw
Ohio
something like some of the
State,
facilities aren't even able to
USC or
keep up. There's not that much money in
somewhere
there.
else.
Yeah, Mike is a special
I don't care who
Special
wins
Olympics athlete. Yeah, who foots that money?
Boosters, I think. But this is what's frustrating is I was telling him, I go, the reason why this all started is because they act like every college player is poor. What are we laughing at?
We're laughing at you.
Rizzuto isn't even a word. That's not even a word. Anyway,
Oh, Joel.
They act like every college athlete couldn't pay for their meals. Like, they had no food to eat.
who was it that started that? That was
Jay Billis.
it. Was UConn or one of them up there
They
that
act like
started
nobody had money, which is false. I mean, you went to IU too. Like, you see the no-name football players from IU on camp. I mean, they're living their best. I mean, they're acting like they're the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
But the people who are D2 cross-country runners, yeah, that's probably true. Because those people are trying to use their athleticism to further their education. They're not there to be pros.
But outside the top 10 programs in the country, people understand football is a meal ticket for all these extracurricular activities other than basketball. They pay the way. When those stands don't have people in them, you're not going to have women's lacrosse or chess team.
I know, but you're talking to me. It's somebody that's a soccer guy at the high school. It works the same way at the high school, though. It's like,
100%.
So am I not supposed to get anything because I'm not a football coach?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying you want your football team to do well
No, I'm not saying that.
because it brings in revenue.
But
to
where
the
I'm talking about
program.
NIL is stupid is now all it's doing is so they use that as an excuse. So now those poor little like the D2, D3 athletes, they're still not getting anything because nobody's giving them an NIL deal. Nobody's giving the little guy an NIL deal.
No.
And so all it's going to do is like the Alabama's, the Georgia the footballs, they're going to be separated even further than they were to begin with. It's
That's what I thought would happen, but it's not happened yet.
it's because it's new. Give it 10 years. It just started.
Yeah.
It just started. Why do you think his guy got out of coaching?
Oh yeah.
It's because he knows he's a smart man.
Yeah.
He's not gonna put up with this crap.
He's going to coach.
Jay Wright.
He's going to coach the Sixers.
Jay Wright knew, like he's like, this is
Fine.
stupid. It's not gonna be the same thing anymore. It's nothing.
How many active coaches have won national title?
Really?
6.
Izzo?
Let's see.
I already know him, so I'm not.
Yeah.
Do you know him too?
Hang on.
Yep.
National title in basketball.
Yep.
Active.
Do you know him all too?
Yeah.
We talked about it.
We got one.
Okay,
They're all
Izzo,
out
that
So we got to talk this
that's
out.
the entire Big Ten there.
Right.
Because we haven't done it.
Let's get some help in the chat.
So we have to go, let's go east first.
Think about recent winners.
Duke
I
and
know.
North Carolina.
Scott Drew.
Scott Drew, Baylor.
Who'd you say for North Carolina?
I'm just counting. I'm
who had
going
won?
teams. North Carolina.
Patino.
I can't believe you haven't got
Didn't see
one.
it, one.
Patino's one.
Patino.
Patino just got back in too.
But he's there.
Yeah, St. John's.
How are we missing the one that?
Oh,
Well, how are you
Bill
missing?
Self?
Bill Self, how are you missing one?
I don't know what that means.
It's pretty evident if I'm speaking directly to you and a national champion.
Virginia.
Who's your team, bud?
Tony Bennett.
Tony Bennett.
That's
Tony
fine.
Bennett.
No,
Is that
other-
5?
other
We
one's obvious.
got one more.
You said Patino, you said Izzo, you said Self, you said Drew.
Drew.
Scott
Homer
Drew,
Drew,
and you
yeah, Scott
said
Drew.
Tony Bennett. So there's one more.
Who's won in the last?
Patino.
Who's won in the last 10 years? Oh,
Think of the
Calipari.
blue bud.
Calipari.
Blue
Yeah.
bloods. Yeah.
But
Only 6 though.
this
I
is
thought
where
it was 4.
this is where hey, stop bringing the Tony Bennett thing up. So this is why Tony Bennett's not a bad coach. I hate when people give him a hard time, like because there was that we talked about this. You sent me a tweet about how they were like the outlier years when they won the championship, not when they. Or like not them getting knocked out. He has a 16-10 record in the playoffs or like in the tournament.
Here's what I think.
That's way better than most of these guys. Way better.
Their
Here's what
record,
I think-
The last 5 years though,
It's terrible.
I can't remember what it is, and all their wins were that 1 year.
I understand that, but he also made the Elite Eight. Should have made the
He's
Final
a
Four.
good coach. You don't win a championship.
They should have made the Final Four the year where you guys started the whole beat Virginia started because Syracuse 11 seed was down huge late in the Elite Eight. You guys remember this? And they came back.
Right.
Malcolm Brogdon was
The
on Virginia.
NCAA basketball
That's a
reminds me
long
of
time ago, it
AAU
was.
basketball now. That's what it reminds me of.
What is?
It reminds me of AAU basketball. Guys can
NBA's worse.
switch at the halfway point, go play for this
No,
team.
and I know this sounds like
ball.
this sounds like an old guy.
Pretty much.
This sounds like I sound like an old guy complaining about new stuff, but it doesn't these college kids don't have to overcome any adversity. They don't have to deal with any problems. They don't have to, it's not realistic in any way. Things don't go their way. They don't have to try to fight for a spot. They leave, they quit, they go somewhere else. They don't get what they want, they leave, they cry, they quit. It's stupid.
And the center is obsolete anymore in college basketball, and I think that's one of your issues with you guys
College
at Virginia.
basketball, that's where it's
The center lives.
the center lives.
I-
You get
I-
to the pro and it's dead.
Who
It'll come back though. I think stuff will cycle. I really do.
you
It'll cycle
do?
back
In the pros?
I don't see
Yeah.
it.
It'll eventually.
They're
cycle
talking about
back.
putting a 4-point line in. You won't have a center.
That would ruin.
The traditional center's gone.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the Yao Ming, the Shaq.
Hakeem's, they're done.
Yeah.
They'll Trace
You're
Jackson.
gonna get more
he-
Embiids now.
Trace
Don't forget that
Trace
young
Jackson would have been
Shaq
a number 1 pick in the 90s.
would
Not
thrive.
today.
Zach
Who?
Edey would have been.
Yeah,
number
Zach
one.
or
Zach
Edey.
Edey would be a number
Yeah,
one.
I'm sorry.
Like top
One or
top
two of them.
guy.
They would have went 1, 2, or 3.
Is Edie back? Is Edie a senior this year?
He has
Yeah.
a year.
He's got a year.
He's got 2 years.
Doncic said he's transferring.
He's wrong. He's got 2 years because of
You're an idiot,
COVID.
Why don't you transfer though?
I don't know.
Because I don't think he. This sound like you said. You guys don't believe in this kind of stuff because I think he has more like moral compass to that. Like he's like, I'm invested in Purdue. I'm going to stay with Purdue.
But Cody can shoot a jumper too. Now he couldn't in college.
Yeah, people get better. That's part of.
Brooke Lopez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's part of developing.
He's not
change.
going to develop a 3.
No, I'm
Trace
not saying
isn't
that.
gonna develop a
I
three.
just, I think at some point,
Trace- Right.
give it,
He does, he comes back last.
give it 15 more years. The guys are 7-7 on average. I don't know. I just think eventually it could cycle. Stuff changes. Things change.
To win the NCAA tournament, you got to have good guards. You don't even need a center.
What did I say?
Everybody knows
Guard
that.
play,
Everybody
guard play,
knows
guard play.
Everybody knows that, but acting like that. David McCormick was literally the most traditional back to the basket center last year on a team, and they won the national title.
And he had 4. and he had 4 NBA wings with him too, though.
I understand that. Baycott's Baycott's not a. He's more of a traditional big too.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 teams in the final last year.
Yeah.
Traditional bigs.
They did well this year, didn't they?
Come on, dude.
Are you a Tar Heel fan?
He's a big Tar Heel fan.
Wow, I'm sorry.
Where do you think Love goes? He sucks. I think he
Yeah,
sucks.
Gannon said today that IU is picking
cares?
up steam with him.
They have mutual interests.
I hope not.
He is a frustrating player, but IU needs a guy like that.
We've
next
already got a
year.
frustrating.
Just to
Yeah,
score,
we got-
like
we
shot
got-
to somebody to
we
get to
got
score.
X.
Yeah, but those two together, honestly, they'd be frustrating, but you really need to score.
It'd be just like how UNC was last year when they made a run
Yeah,
to the
you
tournament.
shoot
It's like they're going to be
20 shots a
horrible,
game.
but then they get hot and things go well. But
You're gonna need a lot more than Caleb Love.
I was
It's
gonna
hard-
say,
it's
if
hard
we
to
don't
win it.
get 2 shooters on the wings, we're done.
Old boy from Syracuse. You seen
How
that?
tall is he?
who's old boy from Syracuse?
Gerard.
He's not.
Oh.
He's like
He's
6'4",
got
isn't he,
IU on his
Joe?
list.
Yeah, but he's like a point. I would like him
He
actually.
shoots
I would take him over
47%
Love.
Yeah.
from
He
three.
he would he never misses when he's open. Literally,
He
he
doesn't.
takes a lot of stupid shots and still shoots 47%.
We had a whole team of that last year. Took stupid shots.
How do you not find
IU had a
shooters
bunch of
in
dudes that
Indiana?
couldn't shoot shots.
Yeah, you watch every game in that
You
tournament.
got the Ryan Kleins that go to Purdue and stuff. Like
and
why
I
can't we
love
get one
Miller
of
Kopp.
those?
I follow him on TikTok, follow him on Twitter. I like the guy. But man, you can't go one game and make 3 shots and then miss your next 7 in the next game.
And then wear a headband to try to look cool.
Yeah.
And guard the other team's
And then
best player.
you're watching these games all over the country, and there's guys. Oh, his 9th 3 of the game. He's shooting
from-
57%.
He's from Fort Wayne.
I know. Nothing more frustrating than that.
He's from Bloomington. It's like, what?
Oh yeah.
All right, moving on. May. It brings us the closer to the Indy 500. You guys into that?
Tony
I bet
Kanaan.
on it.
Race season. I quit watching NASCAR a few years ago. Haven't watched any of it, and I love it. But something special about the track in May in Indy. I love going up there.
Atmosphere, yeah, it's super
Yeah.
cool. I'm not a
Can't
big
follow
race.
the drivers anymore.
I'm not a big race guy.
Kentucky
nice.
Derby.
He blew it.
Yeah. No, it was 1-1.
I get into that stuff when there's a triple crown. When there's a triple crown running.
Kentucky Derby, Joe. We hitting that in May?
If we're talking about betting, I do not bet anymore.
This is like I will not smoke another cigarette
What's the over and under on when he caves
next weekend.
tonight?
Yeah.
Wait.
Earlier today.
That was a free bet.
Gannon's on, by the way.
Time out.
He's late to the party.
I did say
He
that
should be in here.
I was
He could
going
be.
to make one big bet on the championship game.
But he doesn't bet anymore.
Remember the roller coaster last year at that Duke
Yes,
UNC game? I put a grand.
I was throwing up and had nothing to do with me.
I put a grand on
I hated
in
it.
UNC in that UNC Duke Final Four game last year.
Hey.
Wait, not Final Four. Was it?
was
No, it was Final Four.
I put a grand on.
There was like 10 lead changes in the last 2 minutes. It was like, oh my
What'd you
God.
hit for?
Like
$900.
So
He won. He hit it.
Doubled up.
Who hit the game winner?
Caleb Love, right? And I was going berserk. It was just. I went from like, yeah.
This is like Dumb and Dumber stuff. It's like, I don't gamble, man. I bet I can get you betting by the end of the day.
I'm done. Next Monday, yes, there will be a large wager
Get some Pete
placed.
Rose feel to it here. all of a
There
sudden.
will be a large wager placed if I'm seeing the board correctly.
What happens if that hits?
I pull
It's
out.
back in the game, baby.
He's falling in the trap.
It'll hit. That's how it works.
My favorite thing about my friends is when you say things and they just use it right against you.
Welcome to my life.
Right against
It's fun.
Gannon, will he start betting on games again?
But he won't buy a $20 square.
All right, nope.
Super Bowl squares if anybody wants in.
No,
Message me.
Final Four
Final
squares.
Four squares.
Final Four
I was going to
squares,
say
sorry.
Super Bowl. It's
Next
a little
year,
early.
just trying to get it going.
Yeah, he's just stuck.
What do you want?
Who you got?
Final
Next
Four
year?
squares. Message me. Babs, you got in before.
Hey, one thing I wanted to say about UConn, if they win this championship this year, you know how many championships they'd have in this century?
3.
That's more than anybody.
More than
alive.
anybody. Are they becoming the dynasty of the 2000s?
I don't like Hurley and I don't like UConn. So
Same.
I don't,
What you got against Hurley?
He's a
You
dookie.
seem like a Hurley guy.
Oh, yeah.
why?
Hurley likes soccer?
He's
I don't.
he's
Shot,
an,
Levi.
he's an a-hole.
Yeah.
I just don't like him.
I've never been a UConn fan ever.
I like Larinaga.
I do. I do too.
I don't mind Marinette.
I like him.
He can put teams in a Final
is it
Four, that's for
Butcher
sure.
for San Diego State?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with him.
I don't have a problem with him either.
And you obviously
I don't know Florida Atlantic.
Dusty May. He's from Indiana, man.
Oh, cool.
It's yeah,
Green
that's
County.
good for him. Yeah.
I don't. Cool, man.
Him and JMV are buddies. Grew up
Right
together. All right, boys.
Huh. What else we got? We're missing something. You wanted to give your plug for the Indiana High School Football Hall.
Oh, yeah.
That's buzz.
Brett Law. I just off the top of my head, Brett Law, Joey Siderwitz, and then there was one other that I heard of that went in. Brett Law, Sheridan fame back in the day. Ran for like 10,000 yards or something ridiculous when Sheridan was winning state titles back to back to back to back. We had their coach in here. And then, of course, Joey's son of Bill played for Martinsville, went to Center Grove, and won some state titles up there. I'd rather get pinned in 6 seconds than get caught dribbling in shorts. Mac throwing
Dribbling my shorts.
Mac throwing the jiu-jitsu on us. Other than that, that's all I had. You guys don't want to talk NIL?
Anybody from
I
Martinsville?
hate NIL.
Anybody else from Martinsville in the Hall of Fame? Izzy Thompson in there?
That I don't know. Is Hannaford in?
I couldn't tell you.
I mean, your two Mr. Footballs were Izzy and Earl.
I would assume, right? Or
How
they should be.
ridiculous was Izzy? I didn't really get to see him.
I go back to Smith. Smith was as good
Who's
as football
that?
player I've ever seen in my life. Eric Smith. Yeah.
Was he Mr. Football?
No. And I don't know if there are politics involved there or not, but he was everything. I mean, Hannaford would throw the ball in the flat. There's video of it. He caught the ball one time at R45 and ran 3 steps to his right and put his hand in the air because he knew he was gone. Planted his foot and exploded down the sideline. Did that on punt returns. The Seymour game, I think he had 6 touchdowns and had a 7th. He picked it off and was running it back for a touchdown and ran out of gas and got tackled at the 5-yard. But it was been his 7th touchdown of the game. His dad owned the single game reception record of like 225, and he fell like 3 yards short of it.
Is this guy a sponsor of the show or something?
Mac?
No, Eric Smith. What are you plugging him?
No, he asked about his stats in his football. I loved Eric. I think he was one of the better players that our school's ever
heard of him.
Eddie Tillson's another one.
I heard that name.
He went to Miami, Ohio.
Big Ben.
Who's the best player to ever come through?
Football wise or just athlete wise?
Rolling
Is that what you're
Coryell
talking? I mean,
Junior.
Yeah.
Track and field.
Football wise, I mean, Denton played at Michigan State.
Track and field.
Jarrett played at Michigan State.
Jarrett kicked for the Redskins.
Played kick for the
He
Redskins.
was Dylan Yonke's next door neighbor.
Yeah.
I met him.
Um,
And then
I don't
Jamie
know.
Asher is his uncle.
we've had some talent back in the day. I still think Scotty West went to Purdue.
Oakley was pretty
Is that
incredible.
Oakley wasn't good.
Jimmy Oakley.
Jimmy Oakley was good.
That's you guys ever Mr. Oakley?
Mm-hmm.
His brother.
Yeah.
What did he play?
Shields went to IU.
What Oakley
Jimmy
play?
played
Wide receiver. He was a sophomore when we were seniors. We've had some talent over the years. Had some people go
They
to
didn't
go
have
to big
Superman.
Division I schools and not make it,
Yeah.
like Ohio State and Purdue. I won't name
Exactly.
names, but I don't
What-
know.
what
David
about the-
Boland was an excellent running
They
back.
didn't have Superman like us.
What about like?
Mhm.
There's a lot of soccer players like the Spina crew.
We play soccer here now. I'm teasing. We won't get back into that argument again with you. You've calmed down.
Just support the high school team for me. That'd be
100%. I'm gonna have you on the
That'd be
air.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna have you on the air.
We're gonna be more wins than
I
last
got
year.
the decathlon team coming in this Sunday, but you're
It's not
coming
hard
in
to
soon
beat
enough.
one, am I right?
We had 11 last year, man.
That was close.
That's
Levi, could you make a soccer goal?
With Willie at goalie? Yeah.
I'm not gonna disagree
He's
with
like
that,
Dominic
yeah.
Hasek back there.
If
though.
Levi's shooting PKs on you, how many?
Well, PKs, that's not.
No, I'm asking how many out of 10 does he hit on you?
Any of them he puts on frame probably makes. It's not
Might not be mad.
right. That's what I'm saying. So he's still probably.
How many
messed
you
up,
think he puts on frame?
but I'll give him 5 out of 10.
You think you could only hit 5 out of 10? How far were you away?
12 yards.
What? You wouldn't
Well-
put 10 on 10 on the goal?
Well, he might block a couple.
But that's not what he said.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Not as easy as you think.
I know it's not, but I'm still putting them all in the net on you.
100%. Mac, 100%. I think you get 10 on the goal. I'm not saying you'd score 10 goals.
You say that, Kevin. I okay.
12
You
yards.
see pros rocking them
Yeah,
over
it's-
goals all the time.
Yeah, and you get it's because they have to, because if they don't,
Yeah, they have to kick it 100 miles an hour.
if they
because the
don't,
guy's
then
gonna-
it'll get saved.
You're not like Soap Polo back there, or Holo Soap, or Solo.
Well, I'm
Home,
not
or-
beating I'm not beating my husband either, like she was. So
Yeah.
Her husband?
it's Hope Solo was beating her husband. That was the joke. She got arrested.
Probably didn't know
What
that.
was he wearing?
Who you got in the Masters? Nobody else picked.
Justin
Which one?
Thomas.
You got the live guys coming back.
Are they going to play?
Kepka.
In
They can play in the
the
Masters.
Masters,
Kepka's tier 4.
How big? That's going to cause a riff big time at the Masters.
It might.
They're going to. I mean, they already talk crap to each other.
is he on
Tiger
the
won't even speak to him.
Is DeChambeau a live guy too?
Yeah.
I know. I just was. Is he?
He's
That's
a douche.
always has been.
Shambo. He's coming back. They're all going to come back and play.
Brooks, DJ, all of them.
Dang, DJ's back too.
He's tier 4 in that pool.
Tier 4. I'm assuming tier 1 is
The top 10 players in the
is
world.
Scheffler.
Scotty.
Wait,
Tier
is
4.
Dustin Johnson? Is that?
Yeah.
Is it? I mean,
Why are they putting him in tier 4?
I don't follow it.
It's based off world rankings.
Like he's a lot better than that.
Oh, dang.
That's a steal.
Yeah. I almost won this pool for the players.
So you can get Kepka in tier 4.
I was gonna say.
Hey, guess what? Guess who's back? Guess who's back on betting already right now? It's Joseph Coriel's back.
Tomorrow.
I'm back.
Tomorrow, Caleb. Caleb, this is Joe. Can I get a loan?
I was just intrigued.
Just asking questions.
Square, bro.
I just got on a side note. You guys know this Conference USA. Did you see this
What?
in basketball? 16-1 in the postseason, and they're playing. They're going to get another loss for sure because 2 Conference USA teams are playing for the NIT championship right now. That's what I just got that over. They're 16-1.
Who's in the NIT championship?
UAB and North Texas.
Really?
Both Conference USA
Conference
teams.
USA teams?
Florida Atlantic Conference
They play
USA
each
team.
other
Wisconsin
this season
game
then if
the
they're
other night?
both Conference USA.
Wisconsin
Yeah,
and,
twice.
I hate to nitpick, so I didn't
What was this season split? Do we know?
I
UAB in North Texas?
Wisconsin and North Texas the other night.
was a good game, close game, I should say. That's it.
What
Did it even get there though? I don't know if
It
it
didn't get there.
Yeah, as you said.
Live with like 10 minutes left, it was 140.
Well, Wisconsin had 41 at
And it hit under 140.
Wisconsin had 41 at halftime and ended with 57 or something like that. It was like 59,
They went 9
57.
minutes and 42 seconds without
What's the
scoring
line on
a field goal.
FAU San Diego State?
Close.
Don't have FanDuel anymore, couldn't tell you.
You actually deleted it?
Mm-hmm.
Over and under is what I was curious.
Oh, low.
See.
FAU
low.
can score.
Yeah, but they
San
got
Diego clamps down.
When I checked, it was like minus 3.5 for UConn.
the only loss is the Rice, like in the CBI or something like that for their postseason right now for Conference USA.
2.5.
What is it?
5.5 now for UConn.
2.5.
What's the over?
131.5.
Ooh, that's a little higher.
Other
than I
game is
thought.
149.5.
Yeah, I
I might
think.
take that under.
I won't.
Might as well buy a square then.
Probably not. So you're telling me if the Eagles were in the Super Bowl next week, you wouldn't bet it?
I didn't say that.
Depends if they're playing Chiefs again.
I put 1,500 on them this past Super Bowl. Lost.
Oops.
Looked good.
Look good for a while.
Wasn't good.
I think the cleats were a major thing in that.
Both teams played on the field.
Oh, I know. Cleats decided a blowout Super Bowl one year. 73-0 game, I think it was.
Cleats?
Uh-huh.
That was the only reason why they lost by 73 points?
Team was playing in like, yeah. But one team was playing in like
Cleats.
4-inch cleats. The other team almost had turf shoes.
It's like
on.
those Y ball teams telling, man, those refs were had it out for us.
You got beat by 40.
Like Johnny Deaton hasn't been doing it at us for
Is Donnie still on? He does it still.
Yeah, he does.
Donnie does? He's been out there forever. All right, boys. When's the next show? 2 weeks after the Final Four. Well, you got games coming up?
Well, it's Final Four and then.
What do you mean games? What kind of
National
games?
Championship.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, high school doesn't start till like
After the Masters.
these are SES.
You're working these kids.
Like dogs. dude.
IHSA needs to take a look
Yeah.
at this
You guys
guy.
got
Those aren't good jokes. Because when
You know they're not.
yeah, but then I start trying to find stuff, and it's a problem. But
After the
They gotta find
Masters.
anything?
no, but it's just I don't want to deal with it.
After the Masters,
They're
we'll
gonna find
be a month
HGH
of
in the
baseball.
locker room.
Yeah.
Testosterone boosters.
You guys
Be
don't.
eliminated.
We can talk about. You guys wouldn't care, but Champions League finals will be set by then, and that's
We're good.
Okay, you open that can up real quick. Explain to me
what that is.
exactly how they do leagues in Europe.
I made a bet and I didn't even know how.
That's
to
funny.
win.
That
It
was.
took me a month
What do you
to
mean how the leagues work in Europe? Just like they do here.
No.
Like if you win, you win. That's what. So
I mean, like 1 week, England's playing Portugal.
it's different. Well, that's international soccer. Those are countries.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not leagues.
This
Those
is
are
like
international
Sevilla
soccer.
versus.
If you're talking like
PSG
so,
and stuff,
there,
right?
there's a Spanish league. There's different leagues in different countries.
Okay.
20. There's 20
What did you
teams in
say?
each league. About
How long's the season last?
you play each team twice.
Were they full health?
So they seem like they play every other month.
Every game matters,
140 to
and every
99.
game matters because there's no
Were they full
playoffs. So a win's 3 points, a tie's one,
Last night.
loss is 0.
But did
You
Giannis
play each team
and
twice. Whoever's the
Middleton
most points at the end of the
improve,
season wins the league. But then there's a million different competitions throughout the year too, though.
Right.
So that's why sometimes they're playing each other in different.
They have a friendly or something.
Well, but those aren't competitive matches. Those are different.
ridiculous.
You
And I heard the best thing about betting soccer is corner kicks.
America's not smart enough to figure out soccer.
Over
That's why
unders?
it's different.
Yeah.
I don't bet anymore.
That's what I heard.
No, the best thing is just knowing.
Are we not gonna?
The best thing to bet in soccer is
He
draw.
said Americans aren't smart enough to figure out soccer.
Lily's anti-American.
Right.
Kevin, the best thing to bet in soccer
already
is on a
traded in.
draw after 90 minutes.
He's already traded in his dollars.
Yeah.
Are they making fun of me?
No.
I'll tell you right now that if you counted each goal for 7 points, games would finish 21-14, and you guys wouldn't care as much. But a football game finishes 21-14, and it's high scoring.
Gimme baseball. He missed
Yeah,
it
but the
earlier.
thing is,
World Series
they're beating the crap out of each other.
Yeah, no, cool man hitting each other.
Yeah,
That's cool.
That's what.
Levi made a good point. He said we need to pick World Series teams right now.
Who over
Okay.
who?
I like that.
Jeez, oh Pete, but the
Kevin,
trade
go first.
deadline changes everything.
Well, yeah. Then
Well, then you can adjust. Yeah, that's it's just you still gotta make
Straight up right now.
Subway Series.
NL, AL, and the winner. We don't have to do playoff teams. Joe's gonna go first.
It'd be more. I already went first.
Straight up.
Oh, who'd you got?
I
Mets,
just said
Yankees?
I just said Subway Series.
Who wins it? Pinstripes?
Probably Yankees.
no way.
No way. Yankees will choke.
The Mets.
I won't
Judge
say
is on
the
pace
Mets.
to hit 162 this year. Just throwing that out there.
Balls are juiced.
Yours or baseball? Okay.
All the above. Man, I gotta go home and go to bed. Let's
I'm trying to think. Right now. Give me a second.
Padres over Blue Jays.
Everybody's on
Padres.
which I guess they probably should be with.
Man. I'm gonna go with.
What's Kenneth got?
He's a Reds. He's a diehard Reds.
Reds
fan.
over who? Buddy?
He's like me. He knows the Reds are a small market. And they've traded away
Hank
a
Griffey
World Series
Jr.'s
team.
third highest paid player on the
Still,
team this year.
Bruce Sutter.
Is that real?
Last year was the last season the Braves owed Bruce Sutter money.
I can't make fun of that because the Mets still pay
Bobby Bonilla.
Bobby Bonilla $1
To
million.
2035 or something like that. Yeah.
I wish I had that kind of contract.
I say, and I hate to say this, the Cardinals and the Yankees win the series.
Cardinals don't have the pitching.
That makes me sick.
Mets do.
I hate the
Miles
Cardinals.
Mikolas and Steven Matz and Jordan Montgomery, Jack Flaherty. They don't have the pitching. Wainwright.
But they make moves in August better than anybody else almost.
There's Keane.
Reds fans.
Right now, I'll probably say Braves.
Gosh, I hate to hear you say that.
Braves
Good juju.
That's
and
what it is. He's like Braves Mets if that were possible.
no.
Totally. Yeah.
Braves beat the Mets in the NLC.
I'm gonna say the Braves.
And the Phillies win the series.
Braves and probably until someone dethrones them, I'll say the Astros again.
Their lineup is sick.
Their pitching's good too.
Are they winning right now? I haven't checked my phone at all.
They're losing 3-2. Ryan Presley blew it in the ninth.
Oh,
He's on my
Oh, wow.
He's on my fantasy.
so you're gonna get
It was 1-1 in the top of the ninth, and then
The guy that did it to him is also on my.
They
But
start
yeah,
beating
I'll
trash
go
cans.
Astros and Braves, and then I'll take the Astros again. That's and I don't feel comfortable in either of those picks, but
I don't
it's
know.
also literally day one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's why we're doing way too early picks here.
I just think
Cardinals
they're
and
the
the
two
Yankees.
best teams.
Who do you got?
I still have the
Hey,
Padres over the Blue Jays.
Okay, look,
Dodgers over the Yankees.
Oh,
Dodgers.
listen, why did
The
everybody?
Yankees have
Why did everybody
Severino coming
hate-
back. They have
hate the
Montes
Yankees
coming back.
and
They have
everybody
Rodon,
picked
and
the
they have
Yankees?
Garrett Cole. So they have a nice 4.
I didn't say anything
But-
about the Yankees because I knew I was picking them too.
don't
Some
care
of the
for
also
Braves, I
rans
don't
that they're
care for-
calling out for this year is the Cleveland, Toronto,
Mariners.
Mariners, Padres. We've mentioned
And win, Kenneth. And win.
But you didn't pick them just now.
I know, but
Braves too good.
He doesn't want to jinx him, and I get him there. You don't want to throw that out there.
Yeah, I know. That's
I said Cardinals and Yankees.
that's how it works.
I hate the Cardinals, but they're due.
it's hard to put a team that had a 9.
Statistics don't. That's not how statistics work.
Hey,
you don't
stats.
get due.
All right,
You
nerd.
don't get due.
You don't get due. Law of averages isn't a thing.
SCD. What was the joke on Bob and Tom? You cheer for the Yankees. It's like when you go to Vegas and you cheer for the dealer. That's what it's like.
I'm having.
All right, boys.
Joe doesn't bet anymore, so he doesn't
Week
get that
after
joke.
a week after the Masters, we'll have you back in for the worst
I do
sports
not.
show ever, and Joe can talk about gambling
I
again.
think he's
We need to advertise
Depends on the
this better.
STD, Kenneth.
We will.
Get
Live.
some more worse
Buy
sports.
some
How hot it
squares.
was.
DM me for some squares.
Yeah,
got
Levi's
20-something
got
left.
final 4 squares.
20-something left.
Okay.
Big payouts.
Ken
20
said I
bucks.
like the Yankees like I like an STD, and I said depends on which one and how hot she was.
No
I thought you
comment.
weren't a gambler. I thought you were a gambler.
Mr. Pete.
He was. He sure was.
I fought fire with fire once.
Next. Oh, I thought there was something else there. All right, guys. Anything closing?
Buy some squares.
Go Mets.
Give me a baseball. Give me a prediction on anything, Caleb.
What are you talking about?
Anything closing. Give me something.
Put me on the
What's
spot.
Caleb's pick for anything over the next 2 weeks?
Betting or just a prediction?
Anything. Prediction, Masters, baseball, football,
No hitter next 2 weeks.
Jesus.
This you can go MMA.
Yeah.
MMA.
Adesanya wins the belt back 2 weeks.
Izzy Adesanya beats Pereira
Mm-hmm.
middleweight championship. It's
Diaz, are they done?
Nate's done in the UFC for now. You know,
Parlay that with Gilbert Burns.
No hitter.
I love Burns.
Versus-
You're saying no hitter?
George.
he's gonna.
First 2 weeks.
I got something stuck in my throat. He's gonna kill Jorge.
Fuck.
That's possible. Willie? Got anything?
Mets lose another star.
that. Book it.
No, they normally start out like 15-1 or 20-2.
They'll still be 20-2, but
And then
they're gonna
they
lose it.
finish-
They're gonna lose a couple players.
130-12.
Verlander gets traded and
Yeah.
turns into a star somewhere else.
Joe?
Yeah. Let's go with I don't know, man. UConn winning it all.
I
I'll just go
pick-
with UConn.
Yeah.
UConn's gonna
I
win it
think
all.
that there's going to be turmoil with Augusta with the live players versus the
Yeah.
everyday PGA players.
Max fights this Saturday, doesn't he?
Talk to each other.
I can see that being causing
I
an
think
issue.
so, yeah.
For all my WWE fans out there, Cody Rhodes wins the Universal Championships from Roman Reigns this Sunday.
Wow. This Sunday, live. Sunday.
John
This Sunday.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to jump. Thanks for tuning in. Willie, thank you. Everybody tuned in. Thank you. Love you guys. I have a show in here Sunday. The academic decathlon team. Today, Doom Jr. I believe they're coming in Sunday. We got some other stuff lined up, but the boys will be back in a couple weeks on the worst sports show ever. See you guys in.